Hells Angels Motorcycle Club has not been found by a jury in the state of Nevada to be a criminal gang.
Locked away forever, condemned to a life without freedom. Watch as 6 Hells Angels members come face to face with the harsh reality of life sentences as their worlds crumble. Number 1, Adam Lee Hall. A tale of darkness unfolded in a small town just 20 miles away. Adam Lee Hall, once a notorious Hells Angels member, now faced a lifetime behind bars. The weight of his actions, a horrifying triple murder, hung heavy in the air as a haunting reminder of how easily one could feel off course. The brutality of his crime sent shockwaves throughout the community, leaving a trail of unimaginable pain in its wake. The families of the victims were left to grapple with an unspeakable loss, their hearts forever scarred. Within the hollowed halls of justice, a witness stepped forward, braving the intimidating presence of the biker gang. Their testimony held strong, and the metaphorical Lady of Justice nodded her approval. The verdict was clear: guilty. Number 2, Joseph Lancha. In June 2019, tensions flared outside the Hells Angels clubhouse in Providence. Joseph Lancha, engaged in a heated argument with a former Hells Angels candidate, resorted to extreme measures. Pulling out an illegal firearm, Lancha fired a single shot at the victim's passing truck. Undeterred, the victim drove away as Lancha nonchalantly entered the clubhouse. A digital video recorder capturing the incident was later found inside. Lancha faced charges of assault with a dangerous weapon, firearm possession without a permit, and assault with intent to render unconscious. Lancha was ultimately sentenced to 15 years with probation and reparations ordered. This incident highlights the dangers associated with criminal organizations and the determination of law enforcement to protect citizens. Number 3, Zane Peoria Wallace. In a courtroom filled with tension, Zane Peoria Wallace, a member of the notorious Hells Angels gang, faced trial for the tragic murder of Jasmine Wilson. The devastating incident occurred in the small town of Vancani in 2019. Jasmine was discovered unconscious and gravely injured at Wagon Hospital's emergency room, but her injuries proved fatal. The trial revealed a web of criminal activity surrounding Wallace. He was found guilty of obstructing justice with multiple counts of threatening bodily harm and assault. The courtroom was a powder keg of emotions as the families of both Wallace and Wilson clashed, their grief and anger overflowing. Brenda O'Shea, Jasmine's heartbroken mother, bravely delivered a victim impact statement. She spoke of the devastating aftermath of her daughter's murder and how it shattered the relationships between her other children. Wallace was ultimately sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 15 years and 6 months. Number 4, Jonathan Nelson. In the serene town of Santa Rosa, a sinister underbelly thrived. Jonathan Nelson, known as John, concealed his true identity as a notorious Hells Angels motorcycle club member. Alongside his partners, Ryan Wayne and Russell Taylor Ott, they formed the Sonoma County Charter. Their criminal enterprise reveled in violence, committing murder, assault, robbery, and witness intimidation. After an exhaustive 9-week trial, United States District Judge Edward M. Chen delivered justice. Nelson, Wayne, and Ott were found guilty of murder in aid of racketeering. U.S. Attorney Stephanie M. Hines vowed that such brutality would not be tolerated, serving as a warning to other criminal organizations. The trial revealed their involvement in orchestrating the murder of former Hells Angels member Joel Silva. Witness intimidation, extortion, drug trafficking, and robbery further tainted their dark deeds. Thanks to the combined efforts of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, California Highway Patrol, and Santa Rosa Police Department, justice prevailed. Jonathan Nelson, Ryan Wayne, and Russell Taylor Ott now face life sentences, restitution, fines, and forfeitures. Their empire crumbled, yet their steely resolve remained unshaken in the face of their impending fate. Number 5, Maurice Pelletier. In the dark corners of Quebec's criminal underworld, a formidable figure named Maurice Pelletier once existed. As the former leader of the notorious Hells Angels in the province, his presence cast a long and foreboding shadow over the gang. However, in 2002, a momentous event shattered his life into 1,000 pieces. The judge's gavel echoed through the courtroom as Maurice Pelletier was sentenced to a lifetime behind bars. This severe punishment signaled the end of his reign, the relinquishing of his power and a seismic shift in his identity. It was a blow that undoubtedly rattled his self-perception to the core. Number 6. Goodyear Peak. In a dramatic courtroom scene, the Berlin Regional Court rendered its verdict on a notorious case that had haunted the city since 2014. 8 members of the feared Hells Angels motorcycle gang stood accused of a heinous execution-style murder that shook the community to its core. These men, ranging in age from 30 to 37, were handed life sentences, their fate sealed by overwhelming evidence presented during the trial. However, the story did not end there. A key witness whose information played a vital role in unraveling the case received a 12-year prison term. The leader of the Berlin Hells Angels chapter, Goodyear Peak, age 35, faced justice for his role in inciting the murder and was sentenced to life behind bars.